How did you get good at photography?
How did I get good at photography? That's a nice question, actually. For me, I would say it's learning and practicing, because you can learn things, but at the end of the day, you can learn things but not practicing them. That means you don't know that well enough. So you can't have a good opinion or a good contribution if you do not know how to do what you are telling people what to do. So yeah, besides talking about the contradictive statements, learning and practicing, that's what got me good at photography. Also looking at some people's work, because some people, they actually are good. They doing the good utmost work. I mean, even in my circle, I know photographers who are very good. So yeah, practicing and learning. See, we learn from other people, practice on the field, practicing and learning.
What essential resources do you recommend?
Essential resources. It might sound cliche, but there are some courses that can help you take your photography to the next level. So if you can't do that, there's what I call University of YouTube. There's literally almost every information that you need as a photographer. Almost every information, not the whole thing. If you want some other things, school can give you that, and the streets can also give you that. So it's a bit of a mixture. You can learn something in the street that you won't learn in the school, but you can learn something at an institute that you won't learn in the streets. So yeah, I think doing courses and also checking out videos on YouTube, man, that's the best advice I can say. That's a essential resource for a photographer. So yeah, what's up?
How do you get honest feedback from your work?
How do I get honest feedback from my work?
From your work.
On my work, okay. It's a very funny question, and I know many photographers might relate with this, right? Because your family is most definitely going to give you like the praises and the uplifting comments and all that, because they want to see you do good. So they always gonna say, oh, you actually do have a good thing going on. So they see your pictures, they like them, they do events, they book you, they see the product, they like it. So yeah, I'm just going deep in depth just to show Wutia. There are different people that will give you different feedbacks. For example, there's people who will like say, okay, that's a dope thing, and then that's it. You don't get anything else.
What gear do you use?
Currently I use a EOS 700D Canon gear. That one, it's not like a film camera, but you can make the most out of it. You know what they say, a camera is just a tool. It depends on how you're just using it. So that's the only way you're gonna learn how to use this. And the gear that I use for a lens, I use a 18 to 55 millimeter lens. So it's a good one. And then I also use a tripod sometimes, and also I have a Godox reflector. By the way, the tripod is a Tamara brand. Also the stabilizer, I use a stabilizer also. It's a U-shaped stabilizer. It's not that solid. You don't want to use heavy machinery on it, so don't risk. Just do it how you can in a lightweight as possible. And yeah, those are the things that I use. Those are the gears that I use.
What's your favorite lens?
My favorite lens. See, that's a good one. See, when it comes to some sort of like corporate gigs, I would say, 24 to 70 millimeter Canon. It's not a Sigma lens. It's a Sonic lens, Sonic Ultra lens. You see that one? That one I like it for a wide range. You get 24 millimeter. It's almost close to 35. So at 35 millimeters, considered as one of the best wide cameras. So if you're going for 24, that means it's wider than 34. So it's a win-win. You still get a 34 in that lens, so it's a good investment. But yeah, it's costing. I don't own it, but it's a 24 to 70 millimeter. That's my best lens. And also a 50 millimeter, a 65 millimeter Sigma lens for portraits. You see that one? If I can get it, it's chai. Always. Those are my, yeah.
When you go out to a shoot, do you take any essential items other than the camera?
I actually do. Number one, if you understand this in South Africa, you don't want to bash. Just like right now, I don't want to bash, so I'm using Vaseline. It's a product that I like. I'm using Vaseline. So in a sense, I'm not gonna sweat. I'm just gonna use it, not to bash, because yeah, you know, also some dollies, they don't like you when you are bashed. So yeah, Vaseline. I also use tissue. My dog, some people had traumatic experiences with tissues, so that's one of the things that I always carry with me as an essential. And funny story, I do have a traumatic issue that I kind of had to deal with, but I'm over it now with tissue. So yeah, those are some of the essentials that I always carry. And also, you know, sometimes when you are going to a place where you know there won't be music, you must carry a speaker, man, Buffett. Always carry a speaker and be nice, and also carry extra memory. Yeah, we need those downloaded hits. They don't hit hard when you are streaming them, man. Need good ones. So yeah, what's up?
What are the common photography pitfalls?
Common photography faults. I will tell you one thing for sure, my dog. I'm going back to the answer that I gave you for the second question or the first question. It's financial literacy. If you don't understand the mathematics properly, that's gonna give you a problem. Because as people, it's in our nature that we're gonna be stubborn over somebody schooling us. But some people, they're just doing it out of goodwill. And then another factor that enters very smoothly into this point that I'm making is pride also, and ego. Some people, they have that much pride that they won't even ask for help, but they really do need everything that they need. So yeah, I think the most common pitfalls for photography is financial literacy, knowledge, Baba. You need knowledge, and at the end of the day, you also need hope, man. Consistency, man. I'm not letting out the hard work in this one. So yeah, those are the common things.
What kind of tools do you use for post-processing? What's your favorite workflow like?
It's very simple. Lightroom. See the Adobe, we did the most. Lightroom. Firstly, I used to use Photoshop, but I was like, Photoshop, now what am I gonna do with this? Only to find out I was wrong. Lightroom is the way. So my workflow is different. The workflow, I need to make sure that everything that I need to use for this, it's working and it's available at any moment. I need to have access to everything that I need to make the work a final product. So I will definitely use Lightroom. For instance, if I'm taking videos, I would use Premiere Pro. So these are softwares. Lightroom is for pictures, and then Premiere Pro is for it's for videos. But also I can use CapCut. CapCut is doing the most. Otherwise, they can get you the most nice quality, and yeah, that's it. Sure.